Hi everyone, my name is Amber and I'm really excited to welcome you to the fall semester of English 1121. Today in this introduction, I want to give you an overview of the course and the major assignments, explore the Blackboard site together and show you how it's organized for this class, and talk about writing discussion board posts. So the goals for this class, the big thing that we're going to be doing is genre analysis. So when we think about genre in general, we're usually thinking about movies and music, but any form of communication is a genre. So a resume is a genre, a business proposal is a genre, an Instagram caption is a genre. So looking at those forms of communication and identifying their features is a big part of this class. And then using the knowledge of those features, we will write within those genres. And the big goal there is that when you leave this class, any new genre that you encounter, you'll be able to take a look at the features and write within that genre, whether that's in future classes, in your personal life, or at work. We're also going to be doing a lot of reflecting, so I'll ask you guys to think about, after we turn in major pieces of writing, why did you make the choices that you made in terms of your writing? And then revising. So I'll give you feedback on your writing, and then you'll use that feedback to make the best version of your projects for this class. What you'll write. So the first major project is a profile. So imagining that someone in a community that you're part of is on the cover of a magazine and you're the one writing the story about them. A call to action paper, so identifying an issue within a community, doing some research, and then proposing a solution to that issue. A personal essay, so doing a deep dive on an event in your life. And the final portfolio, where you'll put together all of your major writing from this class. With that said, I want to take us over to Blackboard. And I'm teaching 3 sections of 1121 this semester, so this may not be your section, but the only substantial difference between the sections is when they meet. So I'll show you one of the sections, but they all look the same. So homepage is where you'll be able to see what's due. Announcements is where I'll post major course updates. This is a really important page where you'll find some major information about the class that you'll need to check in on regularly. These are all Google Docs and Google folders, so I will be updating in particular the course calendar and the slides throughout the semester, so make sure you're checking in on those. The syllabus I have open right here. I want to give everyone time to take a look at it on your own, but there are some major aspects that I want to point out here. So grading, I mentioned the major projects. Those are going to be 40% of your grade. The final portfolio, 40% of your grade, and homework, so discussion board posts, will be the last 20% of your grade. Class meetings, each section will meet on Zoom for about an hour per week, and then the rest of the work for the class you'll be able to complete on your own time. Readings, there's no textbook for this class. All of the readings are linked on the course calendar page. So I'll let you guys take a look at the rest of the syllabus on your own. We'll talk about it during our first Zoom meeting. And with that, I want to move to the course calendar. So that's the second doc right here. So in this class, basically, there's always going to be a piece of reading for the week and a piece of writing for the week. And everything's always due by the time the Zoom meeting for the week starts. So for example, for my Tuesday people, we're going to meet on Zoom for the first time on Tuesday, September 1st. And by that time, I want you guys to fully take a look at the syllabus and the course calendar, write a discussion board post about yourself that introduces you to the class and respond to one of your classmates. And then there's this Google form that you can click on the link to fill out. And all of the readings are hyperlinks, so you can access them as hyperlinks here. And finally, we have the Google folder with the slides. So you'll find the slides that I used in today's video so far in that folder, but every week I will update the folder. And if you have to miss a Zoom meeting, one great thing that you can do is just take a look at the slides for the day, and then you can reach out to me and I'll further update you on what we did in class. In the Zoom tab, you can find the link for our Zoom meetings. You just click that and the Zoom meeting opens. This is when this particular class will meet. Each section has its own time, and then for every class, the office hours that I'm holding will be 3:30 to 4:30 on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. That's a time where you can come and talk to me about any of your assignments or questions that you have or thoughts on your mind. And you can also email me to set up a one-on-one appointment outside of those hours. The discussion board is where we're going to be doing our homework. So the discussion board assignment before our first Zoom meeting is to introduce yourself to the class. To start a thread, you just click Create Thread, type your post, and then you'll take a look at your classmates' submissions, read them, and then pick someone to respond to. And you respond by clicking Reply on the post. Finally, submitting papers and projects. So if you don't have a discussion board post for the week, you have a paper and you turn them in here. And as we get closer to writing our first paper, I'll put the assignment sheet here, any resources that you need, and then you click on this to upload your paper by attaching it. All right, with that said, let me go back to the presentation and talk a little bit about discussion board posts. So when you write posts, you want them to be substantial. Aim for at least a couple of paragraphs. We're using the discussion board in part to simulate the in-person classroom. So you want to give the most substantial version of your thoughts so that other people have a lot to chew on and can respond to you as we work through the readings each week. The discussion board posts in general will be some sort of response to what we read. Feel free to add links, pictures, videos, voice memos, whatever. Like if you think of a related, video or article related to the readings, feel free to post it. And if you ever want to voice memo your response instead of typing it, feel free to do that. When you're in the discussion board, there's little links where you can add like picture, video, etc. So that's more than welcome. And you definitely want to focus on writing your posts in a way that opens it up for your classmates to respond. So for example, asking questions, talking about where you'd like to see people build on what you're thinking about. For example, you can say, I've been thinking about this reading this way. This is a part that really interested me, but I'm interested to hear if anybody saw it different or if anybody was attracted to a different part of the reading. And in responding to people, so every week that we have discussion board posts, you're going to write your own, read other people's, and respond to at least one of someone else's. So you can grab onto one interesting part to respond to. So when you read someone's post, you can pick out something small in what they wrote and really focus your whole response on that aspect of the post. Bringing up a new perspective, feel free to bring up if you have a differing opinion or you saw things differently when you looked at a reading, feel free to bring that up. And invite other people to respond to you. I think it's great when we can get discussion board threads going and have a bunch of people responding to each other and back and forth because, again, we are simulating the in-person classroom with these posts. And with that said, definitely take a look at the syllabus, the course calendar, explore Blackboard before we meet on Zoom next week. Email me with any questions that you have. I'm very excited to work with everyone this semester, and I hope that before we really gear up for the semester that everyone's getting some time to rest, to find joy, and that you also rest and find joy throughout this upcoming semester that we have together. And I'm looking forward to meeting you on Zoom either on September 1st or September 2nd. Thanks, guys.